My name is Elay Cohen, and I'm the CEO of SalesHood, and just excited to be here. And we founded SalesHood almost 12 years ago. Our mission from day one has always been to empower sales teams to be the best they can be. And guess what? With AI and GenAI, that task is now even easier, but the expectations are higher, right? Now we can expect with AI assistance to see execution dramatically improve faster, effectiveness dramatically improve faster, and efficiency also. So we're going to see the growth and we're going to see the cost savings. And those are some of the things I'm going to talk with you about. Those of you that don't know me and haven't collaborated with me in the past, you know, I worked at Salesforce for many years before we founded SalesHood. I also worked at Oracle. And so passionate about sales enablement, passionate about sales execution and B2B sales, and really having lived through the hypergrowth years of Salesforce and really brought the revenue enablement market to brought it to where it is today. Really excited. And so for those of you that don't know SalesHood, we're a purpose-built revenue enablement platform. We're all about driving repeatable revenue growth. We're the proven way for repeatable revenue growth, and we're an AI-driven revenue enablement platform delivering value around training and coaching and selling. And I'm going to show you a whole bunch of great examples today. So today we're going to talk about driving high impact enablement with AI assistance and how you can do more with less. And so I got to start with, kind of where do we come from? Many of us have been selling for a while. I've got the gray hair, and now with Gen AI, we're in a world where we can reignite this amazing coaching experience. And so selling is the same, right? Selling also has shifted. There's been an old way to a new way of selling. Old way of selling, manual, static content, inconsistent selling. Selling has been gut-driven forever, and we've had limited pipeline visibility, right? That's where we've been for the last 2, 3 decades. Guess what? With AI, now we're seeing sales moving into a world of efficiency and speed. Everything is ramping faster with AI. Everything is adaptive, right? So think about adaptive content for our buyers. Think about adaptive coaching for our teams. Just like my dad would coach me on the fly when things were happening. Now AI is there with you every step of the way. Love it. Execution is repeatable. Execution is also data-driven. And I love this. AI is giving us buyer engagement insights like we've never had before. So I think it's important to understand where we've come from in sales and where sales is and where it's going. It's not just me talking about it, also McKinsey, right? We're looking at 40% increases companies are seeing in productivity when they're embracing AI. And so AI is transforming how we sell. It's changing sales. And 60% of B2B sellers, 60% of their work will be executed through conversational Gen AI. And what does that mean? It means that they're going to be able to interact with a system, ask it questions, get answers, get feedback in real time. And I have some examples for you. And so, listen, we're all about effectiveness, execution, and efficiency, right? We want to deliver high impact enablement, but we want to do more with less. And so Gerhardt asked me to share, some real life use cases, right? Let's talk about how AI is helping us be more effective, be more efficient, and execute flawlessly, right? And so here are some use cases, and I love them, right? We've been busy at SalesHood working on these, and so I'm providing you today what we've been working on for the last 2 or 3 years. And these are not science projects. These are delivering value. These are delivering impacts. And I'm going to share with you some success stories. So AI answers, right? Salespeople are able to ask questions. Buyers are able to ask questions and ultimately improving their effectiveness. AI role play, right? You now can have a conversation, right? Remember, conversational user experience is where Gen AI is going. That's the AI assistant that we need, right? So role playing is a very top use case that many of our customers are really leaning into as value. And I'll explain why in a few. AI deal reviews, right? We talked about execution. All of a sudden, the deal review process is much more effective and much more efficient, less administratively burdensome, and we can now do more deal reviews with less resources. AI call recaps, right? Now the idea that a call finishes, call is transcribed. A lot of people do that. Content is recommended. Some people do that, and content is then shared with buyers. Less people do that. And the idea that you can automatically create a mutual action plan with next steps and that's all dynamically done in like 2 seconds. Like that's where we are, folks. This is the world of selling today. And this is how AI and AI assistants are helping us get there. And efficiency, salespeople, they're writing content faster. Marketers are creating content faster. And then AI is helping us audit. So we know what's working, what's not working, and we can make changes. So these are some of the top AI use cases today that our customers are using to improve effectiveness, execution, and efficiency. And if you have questions or you want to see them or do demos, listen, my team is here in the chat, and we'd be more than happy to kind of offline, more personalized demos. And you're all welcome. You're all welcome to start running trials with us as well. So let's talk about impact because I think it's really important, right? This isn't just AI for the sake of AI. This is a big, mega trend, right? It's as big as the internet, if not bigger. When we think about AI and we think about the impact it's having, we think about it in two buckets. There's revenue growth, and then there's cost savings and efficiency, right? So customers, companies today that are leaning into AI are seeing win rates increase, are seeing deals accelerate, are seeing sales cycles shorten. Like this is fact. And I got some examples to show you. And from a cost savings efficiency, here's what's going on. Managers are saving time. They're doing less of the administrative coaching and doing more strategic developmental coaching, right? You'll see what I mean in a minute. Content is now optimized for publishing, right? Which is amazing. And so now we can create less content because we can optimize what we need. And so, we can reduce the amount of resources required to build all the playbooks and the battle cards, right? This is real. And sellers are spending less time searching, less time writing, more time selling, more time thinking, right? So as you're thinking about building a business case for AI and you're thinking to bring it to your organization, you got to be thinking about what use cases you're gonna leverage, and really it should be driven on what impacts you're looking to drive with your business, whether you're looking at some of the growth levers or whether you're looking at some of the efficiency levers. So this is an interesting model. We love to work with you. If you need help to build the case, you need help with some industry real life benchmark data, we'll be more than happy to share them with you. And we also have a bunch of customers that you can speak to, a bunch of companies that are seeing dramatic lifts in win rates, dramatic lifts in ASP, dramatic lifts in coaching efficiency and rep efficiency, right? Smart recruiters doubling their win rates. They're using kind of AI with digital sales rooms, AI call recaps, AI answers, and really changing the game in their market. Copado is the same. Their top reps, their teams are seeing a 57% improvement in win rates. Same scenario, right? They're using AI role play to be better, to be conversationally ready. They're using digital sales rooms and AI on to drive better execution. And the stories continue, right? The efficiency ones are really interesting as well, right? Where we start talking about, when you have an AI role play at Palo Alto, or you've got like a frontline also, and what you're seeing is this. Managers are saving anywhere from 20 to 30 hours a month because they're not doing the regular, kind of administratively burdensome tasks. AI is taking over and the AI role play is taking over. So these are some examples. Some of these companies, we'd love to make some intros and really help you realize some of the same benefits. And so I want to go a little deeper into some of these. So here's an AI role play. Again, this is one of the top AI assistants out there right now. Our customers are loving it. Craig Jones is loving it as well, and spoke to him last week, and he said, since we rolled out the AI role play, like they rolled it out, they've always been doing AI with SalesHood, but they rolled out the AI role play around their kickoff last month, and they have seen already an additional 7 to 10% lift in win rates from the previous quarter because of AI role play. Kudos to them. And they're really getting their teams to be conversationally ready. They're boosting skill confidence, but more importantly, consistent, real-time coaching feedback to their teams. And this is how they're driving effectiveness and efficiency with coaching. Amazing. Great use case. And I love the broader story that he's telling. SalesHood's AI roleplay is changing the script on seller prospecting. How? The AI creates real lifelike conversations, allowing sales reps to think on their feet, angling new positioning strategies, and creating learning actions to follow up on, like in real time, right? This is adaptive. This is personalized, right? You have an AI now that's going to deliver to you the coaching and the reinforcement and the training that your teams need in real time without having to do the administration of scheduling and all that crazy stuff that, it never really happens. So I love the role play. Super grateful to Star Compliance and Craig Jones for the partnership. Do another one. AI answers. Huge problem in sales. Salespeople need content. They need decks. They need to figure out what assets they can use when, right? Guess what AI does? It streamlines that process. Salespeople now don't have to search. They can ask questions. Content is served up to them. Content can also be served up after their calls. The system is reading the calls, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing how all this is really driving value to the organization. Another use case, AI call recaps. Check this one out. Calls finish, and you can now get the call transcribed. You can, get very specific actions and next steps that are documented, and there's a digital sales room right there. This is dramatically improving the efficiency of the sales process. This AI assistant is just incredible. Reps love it, and you can see there it's driving impact. 2x win rates, 4x deal sizes. This is incredible, right? We're trying to show you what's possible now with AI assistants, right? Not talking theory. This is real, right? We've shown you a number of these AIs, and I love this one. Here's a quote from a salesperson. AI has been a game changer in streamlining our process, saving time, enhancing efficiency, and making client collaboration seamless, right? Because AI is summarizing assets and summarizing those assets for their buyers and doing that in record-breaking millisecond time, making CACI more efficient, building better relationships. Like this is where we are in sales right now. It's absolutely incredible. And I love how there's an AI content writer now for every salesperson, for every marketer that's available. And so, listen, there's a new way of selling, right? And are you ready? Gartner just came out with a report this week, the market guide for digital sales rooms. 40% of digital sales rooms will include digital assistants using Gen AI to answer buyer questions. Like we're here, right? Even though they're saying 27, the tech is there now. And so are you as a leader, are you going to lean into AI and use it as a competitive advantage, or are you going to wait and be outsold by your competition? That's what I'd be thinking about. And when you're thinking about your AI strategy, you got to ask yourself, what is the right AI for you? So here are five criteria, five pillars, five pillars that I want you to really internalize. Your AI needs to be just in time. Your AI needs to be adaptive in real time. Your AI needs to be able to provide frictionless seller experience. And the AI that your teams use also need to be focused in on buyer engagement and insights. And AI needs to be a unified data model for scalable execution, right? At SalesHood, this is what we're all about. These are our unique differentiators. This is how we can help you bring AI to your business. And check this out. Our customers are seeing across all of our customers, 230%, 31% growth in coaching and a 45% increase in efficiency. This is what we've seen in 2024. And we want to bring this same value to your organization. And so by 2030, 80% of sales leaders will consider AI a critical factor for competitive advantage. So this is the challenge to all of you. Are you going to lean into AI assistance? And if you are, as you should, what's going to be those use cases that you're gonna focus on? What are the impacts that you want to drive? Do you want to focus on revenue growth? Do you want to focus on win rates? Do you want to focus on efficiency, manager efficiency, rep efficiency? Be clear on where you're focusing on, and we're here to support you, right? So my team and I are here to support you. We can help you drive better efficiency. We can help you drive better effectiveness, and we can help you drive better execution. Our AI assistants are world-class, and we're just excited to bring them to you. And let me leave you with this final quote. The SalesHood and our AI assistants make the job of sellers easier and more efficient while helping salespeople close more deals faster. Listen, my name's Elay Cohen, CEO of SalesHood, and my team and I would love to work with each and every one of you to help you realize the benefits of doing more with less, with high impact enablement, with SalesHood's AI assistants. The future of selling is here, and AI is powering it. Gerhard, thank you very much for having me here on the Sales 3.0 conference.